Hi everyone. So, for some reason, I woke up this morning with everything that I have been experiencing on my mind, that I've been going through. Everything just came flushing down on my mind, especially as it relates to autism, special needs, right? No one likes to hear that word autism. And the community of the disability community would understand quite well what I'm speaking of. Now, this is to say that to whom much is given, much is deserved. I definitely believe that. So, this is for those out there who at the brink of giving up, who feel like you just definitely you can't go anymore. You've been pressing and you've been pressing and you've been pressing. You've been pushing, you've been pushing and you've been pushing. But every time you push, you keep being pushed back, right? It's almost like there is no coming through for you. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, how much you push, how much you try, there's no coming forth for you. Well, I am here to tell you this, that the promises of God stand still. It stands firm. He is non-reactive. It doesn't matter what circumstances have changed in our lives, in our way. Stand still and know that He is God, and the God who is able. He is the ultimate God who is able to pull you through. So keep pressing, keep holding on unto Him. Pray, which means that to pray until something comes through for you, until something happens, right? Push. That is it. Pray until something happens. And not just pray and do nothing about it. Because faith without works is absolutely dead. Right? Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. Right? Just the same. Pray. It not make no sense of praying. You're not making the necessary steps that you ought to make. Right? It makes no sense. If you're not making any step, it means that there is no faith. You have no faith. Faith is not what you see before you. Faith is absolutely stepping in to that which you can't even fathom with your own mind, out of your own understanding. It means that it's something that you can't see, it's not visible, right? But because of your trust, because you believe that there is a God who is able, because there is a God who is an on-time God, because there is a God who have done it before, He is still the same God who is able to do it. He is the God who is just. He is the God who is faithful, and He has always been faithful to us, even when we become unfaithful to Him. Him just always there, always there, always beside us, even when we think say, yo, Him not there. Right? When the struggles get rough, when the mark of them start pierce through our feet, right? Whenever we walk, we feel like we're about to faint or drop. Thy grace is sufficient for you. He says, thy grace is sufficient for you. He says, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. So every time when you feel weak, instead of you say, yo, I'm weak in arm, I feel weak, I am strong. Thy strength is perfect in my weakness. Thy strength is perfect in my weakness. When you feel like you're poor, the resource not dead everything. When I call you for it, do you not see the money, you not see the resource, you wonder, wow, go on, God, you really call me to this? Let the poor say, I am rich. Sometimes we defeat our own purpose because our mouth, there's something where them said that the tongue, you can't tame it. This are the number one enemy. It says, decree a thing and it shall be so. Everything started with a word. Said, in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, and He became man, flesh, and lived amongst men. So there was the word first. And he uttered it and he said, let there be light. And there was light. That was how everything was made. Everything was made. So you have a child, you know, who you have got through some struggles, but something not even have to be special needs, right? But you have a youth around you where you get a bag of problem. Every talk you talk, them not listening, you not find no way. Everything just seem like it a crumble down upon you. Speak thy word. Speak thy word and believe that it is so. All when you speak it and you see say 10, 14, 20 times. You speak it 100 times, 200 times, and not see nothing manifest, and not see no change. Continue. 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 And I believe that this is also ministering to me. I tell you, people, every time we're going through a problem, a situation, and after we, you know, it's not for us, it's for us to use that to bring glory unto God. Unto God. So when you feel like your world will come crumbling down, right? Minister to somebody, help somebody, stretch forth a hand, a shoulder, help somebody, and that is how your deliverance comes. That is how you are being ministered to as well. When you become selfless, that moment of selflessness, when you're no longer thinking about yourself, but you're doing that which the Lord have prompted you to do. It's rough, you know. It's rough. God knows, say me knows, say it's rough. Right? So we can't lose hope. Like what Abraham would have said, we must trust. We must trust in God. We must trust God, right? Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not on thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Let that be the scripture that you meditate on this day. Meditate on it. Meditate on it. And I pray to God that the belt of truth be girded around your waist, and that it keeps you still where you ought to be. Stand still and know that I am God.